Alright, here we are. Mr. Thim's here. Hello, Thim. How are you today? Let's go ahead and get this stream started. Okay. I'm going to turn on monetization. Today I'm just showing off some mail. How nice is that? I got some weird stuff in the mail. I got a trade-in. Somebody traded me some stuff. Silver Umbreon did. Hello, Ray Still. Hello, Ivan Ramirez. How are you today? Alright, so we got, what's today? Wednesday? Cool Wednesday. Mail day. Nah, let's come up with a different title. Let's see. What's really going on? So we still have CGC 10, CGC Karuta, no, Pokemon Karuta. We also have Hot Lugia Alt Break. That's a big thing. Cool Mail Day. Live card shop. All right, there we go. We got a nice little title going. All right. We're going live for Wednesday daytime. Good. There we are. And there we are. How about that? I did a thing today. I used a Japanese proxy shipper to ship goods from Japan for the first time, so that was cool. Whoa! Christopher Fenton outright buying a spot in the fossil break. Wow! You got it, Christopher Fenton. Oh, yeah. That's the first order of the day. That's going to be fun. That's a big order. Welcome back, friends. Glad you got my package. Your package arrived. All right. So, and you have some money over here, right? Some money. Oh, money. Ivan. Here it is. So, I think you had spent some of it already on, like, your Slab away, and you have 630 remaining, I think. So, there we go. I got this Undaunted box from Miss Teresa, and I don't know whether to open it or not. Maybe I should. You know, the Espeon video did really well, so maybe this is worth opening. But if I do it, it won't be in the live. It'll be in a short, be in a video. I bought some slabs. You guys want to see the slabs that Mr. Cardconomist purchases? So I got a little Jim Gyarados. I got this crazy die-cut Dratini. That's weird. Look at that. That one got a 10. Deoxys Magikarp. Yes, he is on my buy list. I love him. I got this golden Magikarp. I knew about this golden Magikarp for a long time because I had a guy who wanted me to grade one of these for him, and it came back like 9. But that was a long time ago, and back then I was like, that is a super cool Magikarp. I got to get one of those sometime. So it's a pricey little shiny Magikarp from the XY era. It's a promo. How populous is this promo? There must be some. I sent 2 orders, but they go together. Oh. Okay, sounds good. Oops, I can't scan it. Hold on. Gotta get this label out of the way. All right, let's try this. I want to know the population. Oh, what the hell? No. Stop it. There we go. All right. But my arms are tired. I was doing some yard work before we went live. 519. So he's not super rare. That would explain why he's not like $2,000, because that is a nice looking card. But there we go. We got 2 Magikarps coming in. And then there's Rocket's Mewtwo, of course, with the new Rocket set coming out. A little Psyduck and Slowpoke business. That's for a potential break. It's an alt art of that artwork. This guy had some scuffing on the front of the slab. I didn't like that, but that's just how it is sometimes. So there you are. I'm just always buying right now. Here are these 2 Heart Gold, Soul Silver booster packs. Maybe I'll open one for myself in order to kind of establish what the heck they are when you open them. I don't know. All right, let's get 2 of these. I'm blessed just driving home. Oh yeah, my my upper right arm is shot, dude. It's like it's out of muscle energy. I can feel it. I'm using it too much for the. I was doing some yard work. I was cutting a bunch of branches down and dragging them around. We are. It's perfect weather outside. It's actually really hot in my room right now. This room does not. It doesn't cool down in the summer and it doesn't heat up in the winter, so it's really frustrating. I don't know how to fix that about a room. There it is. So there they are. These are saved and ready to either be stored for a very long time or opened, but these were not cheap, huh? So that's really curious. Now, I received these cards, these grading cards. Can't let them see me in chat. Who? Oh, cops. Whoa! Those are some promos, huh? Latias and Latios. Very nice. Cool. Okay. So these are for me, huh? They're a gift. And then this weird thing, so this is like from an airplane or something like that. Oh, it's already open. Is that right? It's not sealed? Maybe they just... Oh, it is sealed. Oh, a little Rayquaza there, but he looks all beat up. Oh, he's not got grade 10. That sucks. All right, so these aren't in good condition. That's good to know. That sucks because I paid a lot for that. This was not cheap. This was super expensive. I'm glad I only bought one, but that was super expensive. All right. Pokemon cards, man, they're just, whatever it is, some stupid goofy thing here, goofy thing there, and it's still like $1 million. This is an insane hobby, man. Let's talk about the remaining Karutas. We got some Karutas for sale. Not this Machamp, he's not a Karuta. With the Latias, you can take 120 from my credit. All right, sounds good. So you're ready to send those off. So here's a Mew 9, Horsey 75, Zapdos 10. That one's really good. Jigglypuff 10. I think that one's really good too. Bulbasaur 10. That one's really good. Articuno 9, Tangela. Krabby, he comes with the rice ball, so you can eat the crab meat and then the rice. Pretty good. Persian, Poliwag. This really nice Sandshrew. This sad Snorlax, you got a 9 instead of a 10. Should have been a 10. Slowking for $100. That one's pretty good. See that? Okay, Chansey, that one's really nice. Dratini, that was nice. I could see some of these selling for sure. Just a matter of people getting their paychecks, and then these will be gone. Golem for 100, I think that's fair. Kangaskhan, one of the most expensive ones, because the little baby is out of the pouch and punching along with the mom, so that's really cool. Kangaskhan is a surprising Pokemon, because sometimes it gets really expensive. All right, here we go. So those are the Karuta cards that remain from yesterday's CGC return. And now let's work this out. Does this just peel off? All right. Whoa, Snacks! That's crazy, dude. 38 months, you're on a kill streak. What is this music? This is really Smash Brothers music? Jesus, dude. All right. Oh, my arm's so tired. I shouldn't have done all that. I should do that after the stream, not before the stream. Oh, is that Alexis? It's me, Alexis. Hold on, I'm going to respond to her. All right. Now let's grab 3 of these. Couldn't have done it without you. What did you mean when you said pawn loans are tough? So let's say you have a $100 card and you want to do a pawn loan on it, right? Well, you're going to have to buy it back for like maybe $125. So the pawn loan isn't just like instant cashing out of your card and paying it down. There's actually like a fee structured on top of it. And so I was just warning you ahead of time on that, because it seems like all you need to do is just ship your stuff out and you win. You know, all your cards are sitting right over here. And if you do a pawn loan, it's kind of like giving up some of the value of your card. And so I don't know what people think a pawn loan is, but that's how it works here. So I was just, I don't know, preparing you for that mentally. All right, Miss Teresa. Pawn loans are like something you do when you want to lose a little bit of money. Now, if that's cool with you, then I'm diggity down like a clown to do it, because I don't mind. But here it is. Teresa McHaney. All right. Alexa stream confirmed. That's right. We're getting an Alexa stream. All right. I'm assuming because people don't pay off their loans. No, that's because if I give you a bunch of cash, there's a fee to that. It's not for free. There it goes. Because I'm supposed to do stuff with that cash. Here it is. Oh. As a business, I'm supposed to make maybe like $25 for every $100. Here it is. Ooh. So that's the concept of it is all. Can we check how many slabs fit in a $40 shipping? We certainly probably could. So I think the $40 shipping is a two pound limit, right? 2 pounds. So I'm curious how much that looks like. Here it is. Oh, it's a really specific task you're having me do. Seems like you could just order the $40 shipment and I could just load it up. Let's see. All right. Well, let's see. This is a fun experiment anyways. There it goes. Let's assume a couple of them are maybe like CGC or something. You don't have like silver, right? Well, you do have some silver, but we won't count those. Oh, and there we have it. Okay, so that is 2 pounds right there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. About 19 slabs. So let's say 18 slabs to be safe. You're making me do all this extra work. Here it is. We are. You can, but if your international is going to be expensive, it's just 1 pack. Here we are. Start wrapping this up. You gotta give me a list of cards to ship. All right. Oh, my eyes are getting blinded. In case I want to sell some back to you. There we go. All right. So, there we have it. That's done. Christopher Fenton is the first order of the day. And that gentleman is going right over here. Brett Love. Christopher Fenton. There it is on spot number 22, purchased outright. Damn. The list always goes faster when it's at this point. When it's at this point where half the list remains, it starts to get a little crazy. Okay. Here is Revavoon. Ditto. Oh, there was a Ditto? Oh, I missed that. I didn't even know there was a Ditto. Okay, and a Black Label Hello Kitty. Meow. We have an order, Jeff Leon, 2 prismatic and shipping. Okay, do I have a box of prismatic sitting nearby? I'll have to stand up and get some more prismatic. I'll pay for extra service. All right, here we are. Ah, lovely, lovely prismatic. Stacking these over here. Okay. Ready? Oops. Oh. Oh. Come on, Jeff. Pull us a Crownbrion. We still need a clip of the Crownbrion. All right. Good luck to Mr. Jeff. So he wants these and some shipping. Did you go to Walmart and clean out the Easter display of the Pokemon tins? No, I didn't know there was a thing like that. Here it is. What's in the Easter tin? Tossing that over there. Excited about grading the top Series 2 Nintendo cards when they arrive. They're still stuck in Missouri. Ah, that sucks. It is. And, dang, it's hot in here, dude. It is so hot in this room. Ah, man, it's never the temperature I want the room to be at. It's either freezing cold or burning hot. It's so muggy. It feels like it's 80 in here. All right, Jeff. Let's see. It is never right in this room. Move this out of the way. One day we'll move out of this house and I won't have to do this in here anymore. Jeff. I'm going to go through these real slow, Jeff. I want 100% of your stuff. It's Joey. Okay, box number 2. We got 6. Caleb. Wow, 6 could have her own box at this point. She got a lot of stuff, man. Where did this come from? Move this stuff out of the way. Move to Florida. 6 Caleb, Jonathan Morris, Jeff. Haha. Jeff. Haha. Found you, Jeff. Okay, got some Jeff stuff going on over here. Oops, gonna knock my iPod down. It's all prismatic EV10s, 2 packs per 10 with stickers. They always charge you extra for that crap, the stickers. They want you to pay a bunch of money for like some goofy ass tin and stickers, man. Who's doing that, you know? All right, so we're looking to our left for any boxes, any Jeff Leon boxes. I don't think you had any. We're gonna go ahead and check this box next. So that's our next job, is to check this for any Jeff Leons. Gotta be careful with Jeff Leon shipments because we end up putting his stuff in a couple places sometimes. Okay, we're good there. Let's check this last round. Mr. Jeff. Aha, there we go. Aha, very good, Mr. Jeff. There we go. Oh, thanks for opening up those prismatics. It's always fun. Lots of people got wind of it and clean out the Walmarts. Jesus, dude. Who will think about the children? Okay, so now it's all about setting you up. I go run this down to Alexis. Maybe she's here right now. She wants some extra shipping. Oh, wait a second. We're using this box. Okay, here's a box. Good. See, that's why I save these empty boxes, because they're perfect transport vehicles. 1, 2, 3. I miss Quip streams. Yeah, she hasn't streamed for a little while. It's pretty hard. You know, she works a full-time job, so the weekends are really nice for her. She doesn't necessarily want to wake up and do more work. She's not crazy. Who would do that? Not me. Okay, there we go, Mr. Jeff. We're jumping in here. She'll do it again someday, I bet, now that she knows how it works. Maybe one day when she's all psyched about moving or something. Chance of Alexa stream just went up 40%. Did they? I was recommended this channel. What? What are you talking about? Let's see. By my school police officer. What? All right. Let's see. I sent a Discord message regarding the case. Oh. What? That's crazy, bro. We got to open more pony packs. Lady loved the pony packs. Rip Joe Rogan. Yeah, he had a long run, man. Crazy that he passed away. All right. And why is this so expensive? Holy moly, dude. This costs as much as priority mail shipping, but it's not priority mail. Jesus Christ, dude. What a crazy cost. All right, there we go. I got to sneeze. Today was a perfect day. I was outside working a little bit. I also got an audio clip ready for the other channel, Monster Hunter channel. So I'm ready to edit a new video. You have to sit down and actually produce the video after you create the audio clip. All right. How about this Dark Charmeleon, huh? What do you think that's going for? That is a cool freaking card. You know, you can pull one of those out of our... You know, there's overpriced Rocket Break here. It's like, oh, it's so expensive, right? Well, you can pull this bad boy out of there. Give me a minute. He's an uncommon. He's not even the chase pull. That's oops. So here he is. That is pricey. I don't know what to do with them. Let's see how populated he is. He's $175, which is more like, you know, $185 after taxes. Wow, his population surprisingly low. He's a pop 213 card. That is really interesting to me. Okay. I know I'm quiet. Give me a minute. Divided by 40. All right, we're going to have a mini break for this Dark Charmeleon right now. This is a smaller break that you might be interested in. It's really, we're in a Team Rocket time period. So we have 2 Rocket breaks running at the same time. That's what we'll do. We got the Dark Slowking from Rocket Returns, which is a totally different Rocket set from what this guy comes out of. Okay. Give me this. Did Lugia move at all last night? Oh, yeah. They all moved. This break is really just for the Charmander. There's nothing else to the break. Guess this will just say Rocket 2. Interesting leaking pipes music. Oh, you can actually hear the music, huh? This is apparently a Smash Brothers song. I don't recognize it at all. My package is dropping on you this Saturday. Just heads up. Nice. All right. Cool, man. So there we go. We got Rocket 2 and Rocket 1. I guess we'll call this Rocket 1. Rocket Returns, Dark Slowking, and Dark Charmeleon 10. Cool stuff. Lots of breaks available to you guys. Here's this interesting clearance break. Notice there's no star break in this Charmeleon. I want him to be shorter. Here's this. Where's the rare candy? Ah, there it is. Oh, man, we got a loaded table. That is cool as F, dude. That is some cool stuff. Is that looking okay? Why does the Lugia almost look blurry? Oh, now he doesn't look blurry. Weird. The Moltres looks kind of blurry now. Huh. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. How long's the line right now? Real short. Jump in. Jeff is done. Hathim. 6 Japanese electric breakers. Oh, yeah, electric breaker. I wonder how that set's doing. Where's my electric breaker? Do I have any? Looks like I better go get more electric breaker. All right, I'll be back. All right. Here we are. I'm gonna place this right here. Now let's get this one open. Would you advise me buying it against buying a PSA slab with an older shirt? Not necessarily, no. You just have to make sure that it's pretty good. They had like an easier or lower grade standard back then. We are. So I would make sure the card's in good condition. Now, if it isn't in good condition, I'd ask for a lower price. There we go. But at the end of the day, if it says PSA on it and it says 10, it's probably going to sell. Sometimes when you're buying a high-end item, though, you want to make sure it's a good 10. You don't want to weak 10 at the same price as a strong 10, that's the problem. So if the weak 10's the same price as a strong 10, seems like you're getting a bad deal. Oops. Cold. Durant in this set. What more could you ask? What more could you want? TCC Colt, man. Why you put a goat there? Okay, thank you, Athim. This time, nothing crazy popping out. Grabbing your box. Haha. Oops. New Rocket Break, the Rocket Charmeleon. Okay, and now we have Teresa. Oh, so Teresa, right. We need to remove 120 from this. Oh, okay, you've already done the math for me. Perfect. 286 remains. All right. Dang, Moltres is moving. He's close. One box Terra Festival, one box Oshinoko Volume 2, and the 120 for grading. All right, I think I can do that. Let's see. Oshinoko. And Terra Festival, which is over... Oh, man, it's really far away. Wow, we're almost done with this case of Terra Festival. Terra Festival, it's a good set. It's going to remain popular for a long time. Pokemon's going to reprint it, probably. It is. But, you know, if it gets too cheap, people are they're going to stock up on it for the long run. Okay. Well, I must have scratched the roof of my mouth somehow. I wonder what I ate. Just like I cut the roof of my mouth. Okay. Let's start with this cool Oshinoko. We have more Oshinoko on the way. I ordered some more of it. Captain Crunch cereal. Haha. Throw that away. Konnichiwa. Whoa, they're so cute. Yeah, man, if you could pull a mango, I'd love that, man. The manga clip that Mr. Devonay pulled, 7,000 views already. That's some serious bragging rights. How many mangas are actually in that EB2, you know? There's a couple mangas. We'd love to see the other ones come out, too. All right, cool. Oops. Only one manga in EV2, I believe. Really? There's only one artwork? That sucks. Oops, I already did that one. So, look at that. I don't know what to do with these. Japanese Heart Gold Soul Silver, huh? Fascinating. They're really expensive. All right. EV2 has one manga. Oh, dang. One manga, huh? That's interesting. All right. Here's a holo. Here's a holo. It's a good looking manga, though. It's Luffy. Here we are. What if we had a like a reward system in our Discord server, and the reward system talks about how many like major pulls you've pulled, or like specific major pulls? Would that be cool? Just to sort of show off what people have accomplished in the stream. Oh. Like, how about maybe like a reward system for how many times your particular order made it into a clip? Would that be neat? All right, here we are. That'd be cool. Here's this. Here's this. Here's this. Here's a holo. Here's a holo. And konnichiwa. There we go. 3 full arts. Hack Girl. Very good. That's one whole box of Oshinoko. All right, you know, I've got Oshinoko Volume 1 left, too. Got some of that. Tossing these over here. And this. Now, the Terra Festival. Could you pull a Moonbryon? That'd be nice. You could do titles, tags, whatever they're called. Still waiting for my Enterprise SEC clip. You never got a clip for the SEC pull, huh? There you go. All right. All right. Good. Very nice. Let's see. Making this. We have 87 viewers today. Happy Wednesday, everybody. How are you guys? 87 viewers at the 30-minute mark. All right. What is this music, man? Miss Teresa. Ooh. Lovely. You can even do one for Slabs bot. That'd be interesting. Ta-da. Okay. Oh, the Gardevoir. Very nice. Although it goes by a different name, doesn't it? Like Valiant or Valorant. I don't remember the name. Very nice. Very nice. Kind of one of those middle-of-the-road hits. Definitely not an evolution, but also not some of the stinkiest pulls like the Ogerpons. The Ogerpons are really bad. Okay, that is not a Master Ball, though. Terror Festival. Is that what you call it? Okie dokie. Borf. Oops. Ogerpons are really hard, man. Oh, nice. You get one of these EX Umbreons. That's good. Okay. All right. We got this lovely Gleefeon. It's Gleefeon. Glee. Oops. Okay. Ursaluna. All right. We got Gluteon. Cool. Dead ass. Data, all the masked Ogerpon in the Heatwave Arena, too. They really want us to like Ogerpon. I don't know. He's an okay-looking Pokemon. I actually don't think it's a terrible design. Ogerpon kind of reminds me of, you know, a lot of those fairy-type Pokemons like Celebi and Jirachi. There you are. Nice. Okay. Get all these holos. Lots of holos. And some full arts from over here. And a promo. Okay, cool. So with the TH, let's go grab that bag. The only good Ogerpon are the special arts from Twilight. There we go. Thomas. Aha, Teresa. All right, thank you, Teresa. Future versions of Voltorb releases this week is called Round Circle. What? That sounds like a joke. Yeah, I didn't like the names of the futuristic Pokemon at all. Okay, wow. Beautiful cards. Let's get a rotation on the slabs now. We got this beautiful Glaceon from EV Heroes 110. There's Nidoran, $40. Dark Charizard, potential slab away. It is the glory of Team Rocket time period. Here is a Playboy Donald Trump break for $20. Here's Ghastly. And here is Dusclops. All right. I've sold 2 of these now, by the way. Pretty cool. You can buy this outright for $120, and I'll send it off to grade. And then you'll see what the grade is whenever it comes back. We have Matthew Hill, 1 spot for the Rocket sub. Roaring Skies, Lugia, and Moltres break. Ooh. Did you guys see this, by the way? Look at that Lugia. That Lugia is one of the Karuta cards that came back. I'm just going to hold on to that one. There you are. Maybe when PSA starts grading again, I'll send that into PSA. Well, when they start grading these. The Rocket sub, the Roaring Skies, the Lugia, and Moltres. Aha, so Roaring Skies. Don't forget this Roaring Skies box break. When we're done with this, we can move on to another vintage style box. So it could be something from Sword and Shield, Sun and Moon, whatever you guys want, really. You could vote on it. We can do a new box break. Matthew Hill. Okay. You're in, Mr. Matthew. This is 14 spots deep. Roaring Skies is only going to get more expensive from here on out. Because that set is an XY era set with some really pricey Rayquazas in it. How's the moving idea going? We've kind of slowed down on it. We found out that the total tax burden in Reno is actually not better than Missouri. And then we're looking at Jacksonville, Florida as well. We're looking at Wyoming. We're looking at South Dakota. But right now, we're just kind of focusing on our jobs a little bit. It's a lot of work. I'm working on, like, Monster Hunter, for example, right? So all my free time after work is dedicated toward that. Matthew Hill. 1 spot for Rocket sub. Could you explain the Rocket sub? There's actually 2 Rocket breaks now. You've got Dark Slow King and Charmeleon. Which one of those did you want? Lugia? Come to Vegas. We can hang out and hold hands. That'd be so nice. There we go. Rocket Sublist. Rocket Sublist. I don't think there is a Rocket Sublist. I'm not sure what you're referring to. What does he mean, Rocket Sublist? Is there a Rocket Sublist? You mean the Mega Sublist? There's a Mega Sublist. Oh, Fossil Sublist. Ah, gotcha, man. No problem. Ah. There we go. He goes, sorry, my bad. No problem, man. There we are. Figured it out. Toss one of these away. So then he says Lugia and Moltres. Yes, those are 2 very popular breaks going on right now. There they are. So this ticks up to 12. It's quite close. 5 spots remain. And the fast-moving rare candy Lugia tips up to 10 already. Crazy. Okay. Moltres about to pop. Yeah, he is a incredible alt-art. Super difficult to pull, by the way, if you didn't know that. This guy, the Chilling Rain set is so large, your odds of pulling the Galarian Moltres are so bad. We knew this back in the day when we were opening it. Okay, cool. We have NHCC, Jumpy the Moltres, Charmeleon break, almost home. I'm going to send you on that list Discord. All right. So 1, 2, Moltres and Charmeleon. Charmeleon's, he's new on the table, guys, Charmeleon. I couldn't help myself. I had to add him to the table right away. All right. It's the Rocket 2 break. There it is, Charmeleon. So Moltres it is. You did a Roaring Skies box break in 21. You pulled me the full art Ray Ray out of the break. Graded the card, came back 10. Still have it to this day. Damn, bro. That card's gotten really expensive over time, I'm sure. So you've done very well from that. I think back then, Roaring Skies was probably $20 or less to open. Crazy how expensive it is now. But that's just the nature of it. And, you know, you can wait for it to get cheaper, but it's not going to do that. It's just going to continue to get more expensive. That's how it works. So let's go ahead and grab another bag now. We're going to need a Rocket 2 bag. There it is for the Charmeleon. Very good. And you are starting the Rocket 2 break. What Pokemon game would you guys like to watch me play live? You guys think that would be fun if I popped out a little Game Boy game from time to time and did that all over again? Or do you think that would be stupid? It is. Now maybe that's not worth it. Maybe if we ever wanted to do that, maybe we just go do that on the other channel, the video game channel. It is. I'm thinking about it. There's some Pokemon games I never played. I never actually finished Pokemon Black and White. I never played Fire Red, Leaf Green. That's another fact. Never played those. Okay, we got a Rigoberto Gil with the big order. $200 to Slab. Oh, $100 toward Nintendo Game Packs, $100 toward Fossil Break. You got it, Rigoberto Gil. All right, you got some stuff. We'll start down here. This goes down to 300. And then you say you also got some Nintendo packs. This goes down to 180. Cool, man. Oh, it's the Series 2. You got those at a good price. All right. Joshua Collins. He said 10 prismatic evolutions. Damn, bro. Joshua is here, and he wants a whole ETB plus 1. You got it. That's a big order. Black and White is a good story, but kind of bare bones besides doing battle subway tower stuff. Go. It'd be interesting if we related the game back to like what we're doing with the cards somehow. Have you talked yet about unhinged AI video Trump posted? No, that was crazy. It was so creepy. It was weird and creepy. Like the dancing bearded ladies. Not very conservative at all, is it? That's actually and then the golden statue, like how and why was Elon in the video? Is he like best friends with Elon? Like what's going on, man? It's weird. That's definitely weird. He didn't make the video, he just reposted it, right? Maybe he found it funny. All right, so 9 and a 10. The cracks are starting to show. Well, I feel like people are saying, you know, he's going to be remembered as like a sociopath, but yeah, it was weird, man. Sense of humor, I guess. You have to assume it's his sense of humor. He's like, yeah, I'll post that because it's funny. It made me laugh. But he has wild stuff. The beginning of the video with like the area's all destroyed and there's like a child and mother, and it's just like, and we'll turn it into the Riviera of the Middle East. Bro, it almost also seems kind of autistic, right? Like, there it is. Like, this guy's really obsessed with building stuff or something. He's really obsessed with development. He doesn't care about the social consequences or the social implications of any of that stuff. He's like, I don't care. Let's build some giant buildings there. Oh, it'll be so good. We'll put a casino over here, and the beach over here will be so nice. It'll be the best. Dang, dude. All right, here's Glacian. But yeah, Elon Musk being in the video, too, is so weird, dude. It's like they're married or something. Here's, Flagryon. All right. Ethnic cleansing. Haha, so funny. Trump's a troll. Here's Pikachu. Here's Flareon. All right. I don't know how to think of it when it comes to the whole, you know, ethnic cleansing concept. I don't think he thinks of it that way. It is Slow King. Here's a Jolteon Houndour. Ooh. Very nice. Here's... I don't think he thinks of it as like, you know, they all have to leave. I just think he wants to own it. I think he wants to own it and develop it. He's not saying, can we just, you know, let's get rid of all these people. But I don't know. Who knows? I don't think he cares. I don't think he cares about most things, man. I don't think, you know, if you told him, hey, that's mean, that's evil, that's cruel, he'd be like, all right. I think that's how he operates. I don't think he cares about that stuff. He cares about what's the best deal he can get. And I think that's all he cares about. And maybe that's what a lot of leaders... What is going on here with this? Maybe that's what a lot of leaders were like in the past, you know? Like, how did all these countries come about? Well, somebody established borders one day and said, this is my chunk of land. You could get lost. All right, what we got? Spritzy. Ooh. I wanted the pack break. Mr. Raise prices for them stimulus checks. Bro, give me the stimulus checks, man. I wanted the pack break, not the Charmeleon. Oh, okay. 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 Mr. Scuffa. Regigigas. And there we have it. That's 10 whole packs of prismatic. Ooh, that's rough, man. That is rough. Is autism seen as a bad thing? I don't know. I don't know if Donald Trump actually has autism, but Elon Musk definitely has autism. Donald Trump might be more like a sociopath. And you got Ray for it, huh? No Master Ball, but you got a trainer card. I swear the trainer cards take the place of a hit. Pikachu's nice. Flareon's actually nice. No Master Ball, though. That sucks. Joshua. All right, Josh. Where's your bag? Joshua Callings. Oh, you up here? Artism. It's not bad. Artism. I don't think what Trump has is necessarily autism, though. I think he might have actual sociopathy where he just doesn't care. He's like, I don't care. Because he's not necessarily socially unskilled. Let's see. He does seem to possess some social skills. I think you could easily argue that it's Elon that doesn't have it. Elon's kind of weird. He's like a gamer. Okay, it looks like we're getting you a fresh bag, Joshua. I sent you another message regarding another case price. I'm a pokey autist. Is the Lugia break still up? Yes, sir. The Lugia break's still running. $40 to get in there, and it is a moving. So I would jump into that sooner than later because that one's very popular. Trump has my heart. Trump has done that kind of stuff before. You know, he will repost stuff that is really shocking. He says some brutal stuff sometimes. So nothing really surprises me with him. Elon said his favorite anime and people are psychoanalyzing it now. Oh, what's his favorite anime? Let's psychoanalyze it. Make sure you put me in the rocket pack. Sounds good. Okay, thank you so much. Mr. Joshua, thank you so much. Oh, you're Scuffa. Oh, man. Scuffa, that was tough, man. That was 10 packs straight out of an ETB, and you didn't get a Master Ball. You got a trainer card. I think the trainer card counts as a hit. I think that's how the loot table works. That's my assumption. The loot table works that way. That's tough, man. Yeah, those prismatics are... but, you know, anything you pull out of there, when you grade it and it grades 10, it sells for a lot of money. So even those plain Pokeball cards, you get those graded 10, those will actually recoup some of your cost there. Adjust this camera a little bit. Okay. Evangelion and Princess Mononoke, pretty normie anime tastes. Karis watched Evangelion. I never watched it, but I did see Princess Mononoke. That one was okay. Wasn't it like the evil corporation versus like the, you know, the holy cleansing spirits of the forest or some crap like that? I don't remember. Wow, he is Shinji in real life. So tortured. What? Jeff says 2 more prismatic. Here we are. Did you put me in for the rocket pack break, says Scuffa? Not yet. I didn't run into an order for that. You said 10 prismatic, and I don't see any orders after that, Mr. Scuffa. You didn't do my order. Did you do my order, my prismatic evolutions? So I got your order for the prismatic evolutions. It was $190, and I just don't see any other orders for you. Did you say you placed another one? Oh, here, there's another one right now. Robert Tumman. So Robert Tumman's jumping in the Playboy break. So Mr. Scuffa, take another look, because it looks like I only got one order from you. It was the 10 packs of prismatic for $190. So we processed that one, but I don't have another one for you. So take another look into that. All right, so Jeff Leon, let's take care of these. King Elon has good taste. Minus Princess Mona. No soap, suck ass. It's the tale of humanity conquering nature. It's sad. Here we are. Tossing this over here. He's Shinji in real life. He's so tortured. Here's Noibat. Here's... Amaris Ortega. All right. Huh? What's wrong with Mononoke? I didn't say anything wrong with it. I watched it. I think I've watched that one twice with different girlfriends. All right. What's the name of the guy who directs those? Miyazaki? Isn't it Miyazaki? It is. Very nice. Momonosuke. All right, Mr. Jeff Miyazaki. There we go. Jeff Leon. Nothing to grade in here. Sorry, Jeff. Let's see, what's the best Miyazaki film? I thought Spirited Away was really creative, but I actually didn't. That one wasn't as entertaining to me. There's a lot of people who liked the Howl's, what is it, Howl's Castle or something like that? Some castle. I think it actually might be Nausicaa. I like Nausicaa a lot. The flying and all that. Mister, teach me how to be a pimp. How to be a pimp? You want more girls? I'm not a pimp. I'm not a pimp. I didn't do that kind of lifestyle. I can hear the drums of liberation. His newer stuff, yes, but his older stuff holds up well. Miyazaki is a horror to work with, but guy makes amazing films. Here's Robert Tumman, 2 spots in the Trump PSA break. All right, so here it is, the Trump PSA break. Here it is. You might hate him, you might like him, but this card is valuable, and it's going up in price. That's why we have it. It's going up in price. That's the most important quality of all. And so what's interesting about this Playboy card is both that Trump's on it and his Playboy, but additionally that this card was printed before he got famous in politics, that is. So it's a historical kind of card, and there are Trump people out there who love him to death, and they want to collect this card, and, you know, they're pushing the price up on this bad boy. So there's 4 spots left in here. It's only a $20 break. The break includes grading with PSA. So if you get pulled in this break, I also send the card off to grade for you. How nice is that? Okay. So there you have it. By the way, also, if you hate Donald Trump and you pull this card for $20, you can instruct me to drill it. So you can have me drill the card. So if you hate him, there's also a reason to pull the card. Here's Zach. He says, Dark Charmeleon break. Yes, Rocket 2 is Dark Charmeleon. Now we got both Rocket sets up on the table at once. We've got Rocket Returns Dark Slowking Holo and Dark Charmeleon from Rocket First Edition Rocket Gang. Here it is. How did the return go with the damaged Trump slab? It's actually being packaged up by Alexis right now, I believe. Yeah, that one's being sent back. There we have it. I've seen videos of him working and just his character in general. Guy's full of himself, but does have deep respect for traditions and art. His son suffered worse than anyone he's worked with. Yeah, I heard his son made like an anime and his dad was just beating him up on it. Damn, dude. Dad really said, no pussy's working on my animes. Holy, calm down, Dad. Don't you love me? Hell no. Get out there and make a better anime. I'll never win his approval. That's how you make art right there. You just destroy someone's happiness. And I'm so sad. I'm going to go make art. All right. Let's see. Okay, so Mr. Peter Fenalty is asking about a case of English PRB1. I will mark this unread for the moment. We can talk about that. Yeah, so when you guys purchase like a case of product to be opened, I can actually get you a cheaper price generally because of me knowing that I'm guaranteed going to sell through the case and not be stuck with like a half case for like a year. So, you know, if I know a whole case is selling through, then I can base the price off of the idea that it's, you know, it's gone like that. So anytime you guys know you want to open a whole case of something and you want to open it here on the stream, you can communicate with me and try to get lower prices. It's a lot of work, and you kind of got to keep pestering me for it too. Okay, so if I ever get too distracted because I got so much going on, you just kind of keep poking me pretty much. Dad left to get a gallon of milk 20 years ago. His son is more involved now with Miyazaki, kind of retired. Doesn't his son run the Ghibli amusement park? He bought a graded Trump card. It arrived damaged. Yeah, sucks. The guy who shipped it, he just tossed it in a bubble mailer, and that's it. There was no protection at all. He got mad when I mentioned it. I'm like, it broke. One spot in the Playboy break, Mr. Matthew Hills. Yeah, I remember, if you don't like this guy, you can still buy into the break and have it drilled, and we'll all have a laugh at it if you want to destroy it. Here you get Matthew. But otherwise, this card will be sent off to grade to whoever pulls it. Then I'll go hunting for another Trump card. How long is USPS ground shipping from you to Texas? Tuesday. It's been 6 days now. I don't know. You remember sometimes it's not about the distance. It's about, like, you know, how backed up are they? How many packages did they receive that day? Did any workers call off work? Did the drivers get delayed? There's a lot of stuff. Did it get missorted? Is posing for Playboy with the Play Bunny something a man of Christ would do? I hope he's not a man of Christ. I'm tired of the Christians. Christians are all pussies, dude. Christians don't get anything done. They bend over backwards and say, oh, let's give all our money away. So I don't want Christians running the country. They do a terrible job. The Pope sucks, and the Christians are all pussies. So all of the toughest stuff in the world happens with somebody who's a hard ass, not with a nice person. So he's posing with the lady, and it doesn't bother me one bit. Good for him. Here's Jeff Leon, Prismatic Snipe. Here you go, Mr. Jeff. Here we go. When's the last time the Pope did anything good at all? I haven't seen the Pope do anything, man. Here we are. All right. Ready for the next Pope, man. They should get Cardinal Burke in there, man. There we go. All right, Jeff Leon. Here's Area Zero Under Deaths. I'm not huge on religion, and also I don't really need somebody to be religious to be a leader either. So I almost prefer them not to be religious. I just want them to be real serious. Here we are. Jeff Leon. Because sometimes people, you know, they get wrapped up in this idea. Oh, he's not holy. It's like, bro. Here we are. Who do you want running the country? Somebody who's a hard ass or the Pope? Let me ask you that as a serious question. You really want the Pope running things? He got to do a terrible job. The Pope does not do things but Pope things. David Moraes. He got to do papal things. He going to pontificate. They sit up in some ivory tower writing some paper about, oh, well, this is bad. The poor and the rich. Yeah, meanwhile, the Catholic Church is adorned in like gold. Here we are. Also, give us free money. What do you do? Elon has 8 baby mamas. Straight to hell. Here we are. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, very nice. All right. Grabbing this. I don't know what to say about that. You can complain about that, but I mean, in one generation, he's going to have a bunch of his children running around having even more children. And everyone who didn't have children is just going to leave the gene pool. And so it's like, you can hate on it, but it's like, I don't know if I could call it stupid, though. You could call it annoying. Like, for example, every rich guy, if he took like 8 wives, there'd be no wives left for anyone. So from a societal sort of like civilization point of view, wouldn't that cause sort of like an even wider wealth gap? Wouldn't that cause like some kind of discontent at the bottom layer hierarchy of society? But at the same time, these girls don't have to have babies with them. You realize that, right? Like, they don't have to do it. They want to. They sign up for it. And why wouldn't they? He's a billionaire. He's like one of the richest guys on earth. So who you want to have a baby with? Joe Schmo, he makes $40,000 a year, maybe less. Or $400 billion Elon Musk. So it shows the world is just this savage, terrible place. And the girls, if they're smart, they're going to choose to be the billionaire's 8th baby mama. And they're going to inherit like $1 billion or some crazy crap like that. Like, what do you want to do? You want to live in this guy's basement, or you want to live in Elon Musk's mansion? And that's all it is. It's just this horrible, vicious world we live in. It's this sort of hyper-competitive, you know, natural selection, evolution, blah, 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 all the things. And it's this harsh reality. And it hurts to be slapped with it, you know, in the face. Which I assume some of these girls have been slapped in the face a couple times with something. So, all right. That's why they're pregnant. So here is, click, Teresa, 2 Trump spots, 1 dark chameleon. All right, you got it. All his children are IV. Maybe. I don't know that. Do you know that for sure? I don't know that. They could be. But I don't think it matters. That guy's passing his genes on, and we can criticize him for it, but I don't think it's stupid. It's annoying. If you want to call it annoying, I could agree with that, but it's not stupid. It's probably smart. Teresa McHaney. I came from a family of 11 children, so it's not... To me, it's like the world I grew up in anyways. I had 11 brothers and sisters, and I knew a lot of large families. The Mashmeyers had 16 children. The Mashmeyer family was the biggest one I knew. The Mashmeyers, they had 16 children, and we all knew each other. All the big families knew each other. Okay, so 2 spots for Miss Teresa. Okay, 1, 2, and that is the end of the Trump card break. 2 spots. Oops, wait a second. With win some, lose some, bro. Congrats on that big pull. Oh, I see. I created 1 card for you, and I didn't do the other one. Very nice. Yeah, people find him annoying for having so many children. But you know what's weird? He can actually support them all. So it's like, if a person can support all his children, what's the problem at that point? Why do we get angry about it? Somebody explain the psychology behind it. Like, what's the upsetting part, seeing somebody have so many children? It is 6. I think it's actually a form of jealousy. All right, here goes. So we need 6 boosties. Nice, dude. Congrats on that. We got this card over here. Just messing Darren. Trump should force the Vatican to release all the books they've been hiding in a dungeon from the public. Yeah, I want to know, what does the Catholic Church know about all the child abuse, the sexual child abuse that occurred? How much money do all those priests and cardinals and bishops and the Pope, how much money do all those guys make? Because I bet you they make stupid amounts of money. And then they're always crying about the poor people around the world. How much money do they give to the poor people? I was in the Catholic Church. I remember all this stuff. You got these giant, expensive, extravagant, archdiocese and superstructures, and they got to maintain those all year long, and they want you to put money in the basket for Jesus, but also, there's all these sad poor people, and maybe the taxpayer should have to take care of everybody, but not me, the Catholic Church. Like, what's up with that? Why did the Catholic Church start paying taxes? How about that? The Catholic Church should pay taxes. So should all Christian religions. All of them, the Muslims, the Jews, all of them. In the U.S., let's start taxing religions. They take up land. They sell books. They sell novelty shop crap. So I'd be happy enough for them to start paying taxes because they got plenty of money. They are not short on money. None of those big religions, the Mormons, the Scientologists, none of them. None of them are short on money. The prosperity churches, they don't pay taxes. You and I pay taxes. They make money. Their pastors make tons of money, and they just don't pay taxes, and it's ridiculous. And I don't need the leaders to be all like papal or whatever. I need the leaders to say, hey, maybe these guys should pay taxes. That's why I need a leader to say. We are. And it just takes a really tough, mean person to say that because it's a very unpopular opinion. All right, give me a number. They do tons of charity. Well, I remember the Catholic Church. They do some charity, but they don't. There's an equation where they do less charity than they take in, right? So, all right, 4. A 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, you ready? Yeah, the Catholic Church does charity. I helped with those charities. I was in a youth group with the Catholic Church. And we had like chores we did essentially. It was kind of like free labor though. But the Catholic Church did a lot of charity events. They help out with like people, seniors. They help out with people who are trying to retire and stuff like that. And they help out with food shelters and stuff like that. So yeah, they do good. But again, there's an equation where they bring in a lot more money than they spend. Are you still taking orders? Send those orders in, man. We're only an hour in. Send them in quick. All right, give me a number. 2, a 1, 2. The only complaint I can probably say, mister, is that do you think their parents have the undivided attention to actually be there for their child? I didn't have the undivided attention. And whose business is that other than theirs? But so were you crying over me because my parents didn't give me enough attention? Like, what do you want to do? You want to pay? You want to give us some money so my dad can quit his job? You want to tell me some of my siblings shouldn't be allowed to exist because there's too many? Like, what do you want to do about it? What's the solution? You want to get rid of them? I met all my siblings. I don't think any of them should not exist. Here we go. Teresa on 1. Here's Robert Tumman. So this is the thing for people who came from much smaller families. They always think that it's impossible to have a large family or something. Oh, David Morey's on 3. David, you might be walking away with the Playboy. Here's Teresa McHaney. Sorry, Teresa. And Matthew Hill and Robert Tumman. Ooh. There goes. That is the end of the Playboy Trump break. Put this to the side. And Teresa, we're going to have to reduce this real fast. So, when you talk about, there should be limits to the number of children you can have, I kind of get it. But at the same time, this idea like children are owed a certain amount of parental attention. If they don't receive it, they should not exist? Like, what's the solution then? Is it for the children not to exist? Because it's better to exist and have had a tough childhood than to just not exist. Does that make sense? And I can say that from experience because I came from a big family and many people did not. It's a rare thing, actually. It's especially rare nowadays. People don't have much kids nowadays. So it's better to have existed in a tough family than to just not exist. And so that idea like, you don't deserve to exist because your parents couldn't raise you nice enough, something like that. It doesn't really work for you go, yeah, childhood was really tough, but I'm happy I'm here, that kind of stuff. If you didn't really believe that, you'd be like suicidal. So it's an interesting problem. So Elon Musk has a lot of kids, and he probably can't give them all of his attention. Oop, wait. Which one? Which was the name? What was the name of the person who just pulled this? I just tossed his name. It is David Morey's. Here we go. David, I got to write your name down now. Well, let's go ahead and do that. Like this. David Morey's. Congratulations, Mr. David Morey's. I stopped on a break for a minute. Uncle Whip needs a manga. I don't think there should be a limit on how many children people have. What we're saying at a certain point, it just looks weird. Yeah, it's but that's the interesting thing. What's the weird part, Is it because he can't afford them? Because he can afford them. I think people don't realize it, but I think they're jealous. I think it's actually jealousy. And it's because we are engineered or not engineered, evolved to want to have children. We don't want to have children. Nobody's having 12 children. But we understood if we did have 12 children, that would be somehow a good thing, And so to see a rich guy who's already got it all have 12 kids, 2 or 13 kids or whatever, it just sort of pisses you off. It pisses you off. You're like, damn, this guy gets everything. He gets to be famous. He gets to be in charge of all this crap. He gets to have the most money, and he gets to have, 13 children too. One Dark Charmeleon. Ooh, one Dark Charmeleon spot. You got it, Miss Teresa. Miss Teresa, finishing up this order here. Thank you, Teresa. This is a really fascinating subject to me because, again, I did come from a large family. What is this music? Metal Gear Solid. Let's jump over here. All right, into that. Where is it? Into the Dark Charmeleon. Ooh. I don't envy Elon at Musk. Money isn't everything in the world. Here it is. So this will tick down to 206. Thank you, Teresa. All right, and we'll pop this up here, and then we'll take R2, and we'll increase it by 1 spot. This goes 1, 2, 3. Oops. That is the 3rd Donald Trump Playboy card that has sold now. We've got Jeff Leon. 2 more prismatic. Damn, Jeff. He's going deep. Is that the Vulpix that's mislabeled? Oh, that's the mislabeled. Let's get him off the table. So he never sold. Let's get him off the table. Where'd I put the Ditto? I don't know where the Ditto is. I'll put this right here for now. All right, the Ditto and the Vulpix got their labels swapped, and we think that the Ditto is probably a 10. Money is everything. Here it is. No, money's paper, but I think children are actually pretty important. And there's a lot of people these days who have no children and they don't want children, and they have to see this guy have 13 children, and it makes them mad somehow. It's like, well, you didn't want them. What does it matter if he has 13 of them? Well, that's not right. He shouldn't be allowed to have that many. Here's Jeff like, why? That's his business. He's got the money to support them. He doesn't need your welfare or anything. There are people with big families that go on welfare, and but he's not doing that, so what's the problem? Well, I just don't approve of it. It's like, well, okay. It's a fascinating subject, isn't it? It's really fascinating. Something about humans makes us feel like we need to be involved in the other person's life and decide what's the appropriate number of children for him or her. But we're really just in this sort of biological existence where, who is he? He's just the sperm and an egg of another couple. And so all of us are as well. And so he's out here doing that over and over and over again, and we just don't like him doing that. It's like, no, you have to stop. No more of you. You have to stop replicating yourself. No more of you. And I don't even like you anyways because you're politics now. You know what I mean? We are. Ooh, Travis Gomez, Luigi spot. You got it. Travis. Ta-da! Just an opinion. You shouldn't say Christians are pussies as a salesman. The same way you point out Elon potentially affecting his sales with political influence. Well, I mean, the difference is he's a CEO of a giant company. This is just a YouTube channel, so there is a significant difference between those two things. So this isn't like a publicly traded company where you have to worry about, whether or not you should invest in the public shares and whether your shares will go up or down. This is just my, if you think about it, it really is me. This channel is me. There's Pokemon cards all over the place. When it comes to Christians, I really do think that Christians have changed dramatically over time. So I think that Christians have lost their conservatism. They become liberal. They don't challenge the ideas that go directly against the sayings in the Bible these days. So it's a criticism of Christians because I think Christians have gotten really weak over time. I don't think Christians actually do what the Bible tells them to do, and they just they're these sort of, they're just these sort of egalitarian modern Christians that, they look at their religion getting trampled on. I'm not even Christian, by the way. I'm not Christian. I'm not anything. But they look at their religion gets trampled on, and, their leaders in the religious circles and in the political circles, they're like faux Christian. They're pseudo Christian. They're fake Christian. There's a lot of fake Christianity now. And yeah, that's a criticism of them. And they could go do something about it, but they don't want to. They're too lazy, or they're too unconcerned, or, so I don't have as much respect for them because of that. You know what I'm saying? Here we are. All right. And we all know this. This is pretty obvious, right? There's been some gigantic shift in Christianity over the last 30 years that you don't see in some of the other religions. So like Judaism and Islam, they don't do that stuff. They don't mess around with it, but the Christians, they do. So Christianity changed over time, and I don't hate the Christians. I don't hate them. I'm just saying the actual Christian leadership is very weak now. All right, Luigi's spot. Let's see. Let's see. Aha. If they were truly Christians, they wouldn't care and love everyone as they are. Don't be soft. There we go. Travis Gomez. Very nice. If I saw a couple more things, maybe PRB1 as well. Ooh. Yeah, I want some PRB1, man. So this goes up to 11. So it is a criticism of the church these days. I think the church has really fallen off. The Christian church used to have so much pull back in the 90s. They had influence and people cared and respected about it. Now it's like a joke compared to that. David Moraes, 3 Metazoos. And tell me I'm wrong, by the way, because I don't think I'm wrong on the subject at all. I think I'm dead on the subject. Here we are. Ooh. True, you did say case. I'm Christian ASF. So, you know, it's perhaps not a nice thing to say, but I think it's a very accurate portrayal of what the religion has become in the last 30 years. Here goes David. Very nice. Pull in. Oh, Piazza Bird. Okay. Oh. Very nice. Okay. Dead on, mister. Won't be able to buy Snaker case until I get my lump sum. Ooh. Snaker case with the snakes in it? Here's Dingleberry. You got Dingleberry. All right. Very nice. And finally, here's Kushtaka. Hopkinsville Goblin Blurg. All right, the Hopkinsville Goblin. Sneaker Bunko Volume 2. Yes, I want some Sneaker Bunko Volume 2. And with double titties in it, please. All right, that's David Moraes. No numbered cards in there, Mr. David. Let's go find your bag. Okay. Yeah, I think the Catholic Church used to have a lot more respect too, until all this information about all the child molestation started coming out. That's serious stuff. And when I was younger, I was kind of in denial about it. You know, it's like, oh, it's probably not that bad. You know, it's just the outside world trying to beat up the Christians, the Catholics. And you look more into it, it's like, oh, this was serious stuff. It is. There were a lot of people not... And so the aftermath of that has been pretty staggering. Their influence has fallen so much. Here's Tim Harrison, 1 Waifu Shuffle. Tim? Here you go, Tim. All right, Tim. Putting this over here. Hello. You got all these, like, new era, new age Christians, and they're all like... They're singing like these weird, you know, soft penis rock songs, and it's just weird, man. It's like, dang, dude, when did Christianity just become about your Instagram posts and the way that you can dress? Like, look at my nice outfit with my nice rings. Or the fake Bible thumpers, the televangelists. Put the money in the basket for Jesus. The prosperity churches. It's disgusting. So there's a lot to criticize about the Christian faith, and I think that's why it gets trampled on so much in our current day. 2 Japanese, 1 piece OP9. All right. So when I say something like, you know, Christians are pussies or something like that, it's the problem with it is it's like you're not hearing all of my conclusions, how I reached that point. But I didn't come about the opinion lightly. Let's see. We're going to grab... Aha, there's another box. We're going to grab this box. Joel Osteen. Yeah, Joel Osteen, the prosperity churches. Dang, dude. Crazy stuff. Okay, there we go. Ooh. You got those creepy pastors that are all like, well, God said that, you know, I'm going to need more money to buy my private jet. Right? That kind of stuff. So you got problems in the Catholic Church. You got problems in these other churches too. It seems like a racket to a certain degree. We are. All right. Very nice. Tim Harrison. All right. Tim with the T. Not all of it, but some of it. Maybe too much of it. All right, Mr. Tim. Very nice. Okay. Joel Osteen makes tons of money. The internet happened and Christianity fell off. What a coincidence. Here's Peter Fenalty, one PokeBruh. You got it, Mr. Peter. All right. All right. Yeah, I don't think that a lot of Christians want to even defend their faith anymore. I don't think that's the thing anymore. They just kind of want to stay out of it. They're like, no, not me. I love everybody. Oh, Mew Altar. That's pretty good. All right, Peter. Kenneth Copeland. Yes. Here we are, Mr. Peter. All right. Okay. Very nice. Very good. And, oop, my bad. Did we disconnect? We're still here? What? Yeah, that's a nice pull, isn't it? Okay, this marker's almost dead. Put the pokies in the bag for Jesus. Next up, we've got Jeff Leon, one prismatic for the win. Here it is, last prismatic, Mr. Jeff. Sorry, your names are slightly similar. I think I start calling everyone Jen. Ready? And you've got Iron Boulder. Mumbrion. Wow, that's nice, man. Lovely. Very good. And very good. All right. Tossing this over here. Lovely. Tossing this over here. Haha. The only thing I don't like about Christianity is that they will come to your front door and only Domino's should be allowed to do that. You're talking about like the Mormons and stuff. I never had a problem with that, but you know, we're in such a modern age. I think most Christians are like pseudo Christians. They're like faux Christians. They say, oh yeah, I believe, you know, but then they're on Tinder, they're hooking up with people, they're not practicing, you know, sex before marriage, that kind of, or sex after marriage. They do all kinds of the sins and all this stuff. Like, I don't think their heart's in it. I think they want to be Christians, but I don't think their heart's in it that much. The Bible has a lot of tough rules, and they don't really follow those rules. And then the religion comes under attack from all angles, and they go, I don't care, keep me out of it. And so, you know, I think if you were to say something like Christians are pussies or something like that, it sounds very harsh, and people don't like to be spoken to harshly. But, I mean, prove me wrong. Like, how am I wrong? When's the last time Christians did anything of deep meaning or like shocking value for society where it's like, whoa, I'm impressed with how tough they are. They're like martyrs or something. That's just not a thing anymore. It's gone. That time period is over. And there's all these leaders in the Christian church that are just getting obscenely wealthy because they're going to sell you a spot in heaven or some crazy crap like that. And that's almost like the exact opposite of Christianity. And I'm not ruling out the Catholic Church in that assessment, in that criticism. We are, ooh, very nice. All right. So I guess I'm saying people don't really practice it anymore, and they don't protect it. And the leaders are kind of like parasites. Alondra Gutierrez, one prismatic 4, Japanese Crimson Haze. Starting a new bag. Oh, hell yeah. Let's get it, man. All right. You know who is moving society forward? King Elon. All right, you ready? So 1, 2, 3, 4. Very good. One prismatic. I think we got an ETB over here. King Elon, King Trump. It's such a troll. Which religion is the one true religion? That's a great question. Now, that's a subject of religious philosophy. You can talk about what's the odds or something like that. Like, is there even a real God and all that, right? So that's a fun conversation. You can have an intellectual conversation about that kind of stuff. Here it is. I think one of the reasons most of the young people in the world are moving away from religion is because they see that there's a significant lack of evidence for any one particular religion. Like, yes, the world is unexplained, but it's really hard to just say one religion is better than all these other ones when you look at them all in the mirror at the same time and realize, oh, shoot, somebody is making up religions because these all can't be right at the same time. Here we are. All right, here we go. There could be a God. There could have been some conscious being that created everything. That's a significantly more comforting concept than that the world was just space math or like space physics. You know, if it's just all space physics, that's pretty dissatisfying. Like nothing has meaning. That's some true nihilism right there. If the universe is just space math and space rocks and space physics, and that it just some explosion that eventually generated life, and that life evolved to be smart enough to think about it all, and that would make us God, basically. We'd be the closest thing to God. But that's pretty dissatisfying because we don't have that much power. We don't have control over the universe or our own lives. And so that's pretty disappointing. So you kind of hope that there's some kind of conscious being that was out there making it all spin around and activate and happen. But it's very hard to say, well, it's one particular God, or, hey, my God's the true God, so you need to shave the skin off your penis, and, you know, and also you're not allowed to eat pork because they're stinky, and, you know what I mean? So, like, it gets really tricky when you start to say specifics, like, hey, this God's definitely the real one, and we're chosen and you're not chosen, and so shut up and get out of here, and, or, you know, our God says we got to take over this chunk of land over here, and blah, 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 and, you know, so these religions all have all these fancy rules, and it's like, how do you even know that your particular religion's the one that represents the true God, if there is a God? So it gets really tricky. Fun conversation, right? Alondra Gutierrez, one new bag. That's why I don't fret when I wonder whether or not Trump's a religious guy or not. I don't really care. Here it is. I don't really care. I just want him to run the country good. He's like a manager. He's not the Pope. And I think some of the best leaders in the world were not like the Pope. They were like the opposite of the Pope. The Pope sits up there in his stinky little outfit. Here it is. Gutierrez. Okay. Very nice. We are our brains. No hugging in Mister's religion. That's right. And only opening of Pokemon cards, as it says in the good religious text or something like that. The Bible of Pokemon card collecting. We just a battery in an alien's UFO. Yeah, that's the Matrix, right? We're just a battery being harvested by alien robot spiders. I need 3 kisses a day to stay alive. Well, you better get to it. Dave O'Callahan. Hey, dude, long time no order. I hope you still got my slabs. I've moved house and it's been a shakeup. Anyways, gonna get one Star Wars Galaxy 1. Yes. Galaxy 1. Oops. All right. Do you think you will lose international customers with the 25% tax? I don't think I would necessarily, unless they didn't understand it. So the way the tax works, you guys already paid taxes. So the way it works is when I ship to Germany or the UK or France, there's like a 20% tax. And this was before Trump was put into office. All Trump's saying is now when France, Germany, or the UK ship stuff to TheCardconomist, he also has to pay a 25% tax. So it shouldn't affect me selling to you guys, but it might affect me buying from you guys. See, because you guys already tariffed, or those countries already tariffed America. Their tariffs existed before Trump. And not a very friendly thing if you think about it, because they're all upset that he wants to tariff them back now. You already had tariffs on us. I thought we were friends. So we were talking about that before he got office. All right, one Ren and Stimpy. Ren and Stimpy. One Ninja Turtles. I think the turtles are over here. Here we are. Ta-da! Yeah, it's ironic that everyone's so mad that Trump might also do a tariff when they've ironically been doing the tariff the whole time on us. Like, it's cool when they do it to us. It's bad when we do it to them. Like, what? But it's not very friendly, is it? All right. Ninja Turtles. It's a 20% tariff into Germany, for sure. I don't know what it is into France. I think it's like 20 or 23% or something like that. All right, this is for Dave O'Callahan. He returns. How is your move, Mr. Dave? We're going to lose all our international allies. How are they our friends if they're tariffing us already? And then if we tariff them back, we must be horrible. It sounds to me like the American people have just been trained to think like we're the country to be taxed and no one else is. Ooh, look at that. Cowabunga. But we knew about that. We learned about tariffs because of the card shipping. So oh man, you got double hits. You got 2, man. You got 2 box topper, booster pack topper cards. Look at that. Wow, that's a lucky pack. That's like getting 2 hits in the same pack. The Shredder. Did you guys know this was on the menu? This is really cool. The US only has 36 trillion. Yeah, only 36 trillion. Turtle Threat, Metamorphosis, A Narrow Escape, Madness at the Zoo, A Man and His Turtles, Diabolical Duo, Water, No Problem. Jive Turtles, Let's Rock and Roll, The Long Journey, Technodrome, and Turtle Threat. Cool. This was called Engine Turtles when I was little. Engine Turtles? What? Nuh-uh. Ninja Turtles. No one better engine my turtles. Oops. How does this fold? Yeah, not very good friends if they were taxing us, and then they're very mad if we tax back. And it shows that I think the alliance was weak to begin with. I think America was just looked at as a place that was sort of like a threat financially. They didn't want to sell in too much to them. There you go. All right. Tossing this away. I think we all kind of smile at each other and just pretend like we're best friends, and that friendship is sort of used as a bargaining chip for money, because really it's all about money, really. It has the smell of fresh bison. Gritty kitty. My country reeks of trees. They're wearing the Canadian outfit. Happy, happy, joy, joy. Oh, joy. And roadkill. Very nice. Mister is calling everyone weak. No, I'm not calling everyone weak. That's not true. But I think what I am saying is that the dynamic of our modern relationship with Europe, I think, was not necessarily based on being allies during World War II anymore. I think it's been such a long period of time, like 100 years, right? That everyone from that time period has mostly passed away. And we're a new group of people, and we don't have that level of friendship with each other where we just owe each other things for free. And so, Europe was the first one to place tariffs on the United States. And now the United States is saying, yo, we're broke. We want to do the same thing to you guys. And we don't have that sort of like camaraderie because we didn't go to war together. That was 100 years ago now. So these sort of alliances are going to be renegotiated based on some sort of shared prosperity. And there have to be real shared prosperity. And, so it wasn't a mistake that the Americans voted Trump in. They were looking at the world and saying, hey, man, maybe we're losing some sort of grasp on our position, and we should make sure that we're not losing that grasp just because of negligence. Here we are. Ooh. Very nice. I think the Star Wars pack wasn't as crazy. All right, Dave, I really liked your Ninja Turtles cards, man. I think those are really sweet. Dave, let's find your bag. Mister saying this generation too soft. No. I wasn't saying the generation's too soft. I'm saying, again, the alliance we had with NATO in the past was based on sort of like World War II and then later on the Cold War, right? So we had this alliance going on where we liked each other because we wanted to sort of damage Soviet Russia. And we won, actually. Soviet Russia collapsed. But it's been like all this time later, and it's like, what is our relationship actually based on anymore? Because we're technically all separate countries with separate interests, separate needs, separate desires for wealth and prosperity. So what is the connection we have now? Is it just because we look the same? And then do we even look the same? I don't even know if we're the same people anymore. So I think there's a retesting of those boundaries of our, deeper relationships with each other. And it's like any relationship. Relationships are about love, right? Well, where's the love? What do we actually do together? What's the love all about? Is it still about beating up Russia? It's like, what is it exactly? I think that's going on. I think there's a questioning of the relationship. And that's all right. I think good relationships have their boundaries tested. I think that happens in a real relationship, doesn't it? You look at each other, you reevaluate each other and be like, why are we together? Wait, did you need a new bag? Just for fun, an update on my box. Oh, Dave O'Callahan box. Let's see. Dave O'Callahan. Oh, I found you. Yep, you got a really old box. You probably should ship, Mr. Dave. That's what I recommend. Aha. Soviet Russia law, never heard of it that way. Well, Soviet Russia, it was the communist Soviet Russia, right? The Bolsheviks and all that. And they had developed a nuclear arsenal, and they were testing us as a country. We were like kind of squaring up, and we could have shot at each other and fought. Here it is, Dave O'Callahan. Okay, you got your box right here. I do recommend shipping this out sometime, okay? There we go. Mr. Dave. All right. Whew. Putting this up here. Okay. And now we have a refresh. I've just heard Soviet Union or USSR, never Soviet Russia. Well, I mean, it still was Russia. Teresa says 6 of the Japanese Night Wanderer and 1 Topps Mewtwo single. Ooh, good choice. Okay, let me grab you one of these. Yeah, you know, so we had NATO to try to block out Russia. That was the effective purpose of NATO. And that's all in the past now. There it is. And Russia's still a threat. They're trying to take back Ukraine. They want Ukraine back. They want their satellite states back. They want that power and influence that they once had. Again, maybe that's the purpose of any leader in any country, is to always do that. Like maybe China's supposed to expand. Maybe every country is supposed to be doing whatever they can to become wealthier and more powerful over time. And so Russia's just making the most logical choice, whether it's good or evil. There you are. These are $17 a piece. Very cool. These are blockbuster promos if you want one. The single card, not the pack. Yes. There's that. And then 6 of the Japanese Night Wanderer. Let's go find that Japanese Night Wanderer. All right. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's a really interesting time period. I feel like everything's kind of getting shaken up right now. It's an interesting time period. Kind of scary. Let's go grab another box of that Night Wanderer. I don't know where I store it. I'm going to go find it, though. Ta-da! I found it. All right, there we go. Very nice. Haha. I'll be shipping soon. Sounds good, Mr. Dave. How was your move, man? Very good. Dark City said he was too weak, then blasted Mace Windu out the window. I'm too weak. Tomorrow, Pokemon drops at GameStop. What'd you guys think of today's episode? Pretty crazy episode, huh? Talking about a lot of stuff really rapidly. It is. Do you guys like that kind of conversation? Does it drive you nuts? Imagine the people who are still here enjoy it. They probably enjoy the conversation. And the people who can't stand it probably already left. Here we are. We got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go ahead and sneak these open. I like talking about this stuff. I love it. When I'm not live, this is what I think about all day long. There we go. Can I do a slab away for gold card? Yeah. We had gold card in the title last night. The $5 million gold card, huh? You got to keep this Dusclops. Cold? Slab away for a gold card. That's crazy. Double Dusclops? You're rich. Here's Fracture. Look at that. This is a politics channel that happens to open up Pokemon packs. We don't always talk politics, but you can get me talking politics. So if you come in here and you start asking a lot of political questions, you know, we'll go on a rant, sure. But we can talk about anything you guys want. Relationships, career, finances, strictly finances. You can talk about anything you want. And I enjoy all of it, to be honest. I'm a real yapper over here. I like to talk a lot. All right, Miss Teresa. Night Wanderer. How much was that? $2 a pack, probably? Where is it? $3 a pack. Okay. So that's 18 plus 17, which should be like 35. Let's see. Where's my calculator? 3 times 6 plus 17 minus 206, which is $171. If we as American born, do we get our that gold card also? It is. I saw a lot of people joking that they want to sell their citizenship for $5 million. It is. It's not exactly how it works. It still says it's there in Missouri. Sometimes, sometimes the tracking doesn't update too quickly, so hopefully it is on the move. Been interesting to say the least. I have a chest infection and Puzzles taking care of me. Should I marry him, yes or no? Puzzles is taking care of me? Who's Puzzles? Right, start selling it on eBay. Not how it works yet, mister. That'd be interesting if people could sell their citizenship and get out of the country. That'd be very interesting. But you don't have to do that. You can actually give up your American citizenship. When you do that, though, you don't get to sell it. I believe the country charges you a fee. There's an exit fee. If you have any kind of net worth, the American government charges you one last round of taxes. You know why I know that? Because I've researched it. Because I've thought about it. I've thought about moving to Switzerland and not going back, that kind of stuff. And because, it's fascinating, the idea of leaving. Teresa, is maybe there's a bit of adventure to it. We are. But you can't find a country with lower taxes unless it's in China. Hong Kong, they got a flat tax rate. Saudi Arabia as well. Saudi Arabia is really low tax. It's really impressive. A lot of successful, smart, creative, genius, hardworking people leaving Europe, leaving places like Sweden and France and Germany and the UK, and they're heading up right over to Saudi Arabia to have freedom and to keep their money instead of being taxed to death. China, adventures out there. That's right. It's very clever, and what Trump's offering is very similar to what other countries are offering. Canada actually has something very similar, don't they? The whole gold card thing. Canada is exactly the same thing, I thought. Victor Cardenas, Japanese classic collection and Cardos Pokemon. Ooh. So here are the Cardos. We haven't done one of these in a while. Let's just grab one. How about right here? Okay, nice and easy. And then the other one is, what was it? It was classic collection. Do I have that nearby? Classic collection. Classy. I don't think I have that nearby. I think I have to go get that. But let's see. You pulled, Pidgey Oto. You do great in Dubai. No alcohol, pretty straight edge. Yeah, I don't drink anything, so that would be easy for me. I thought about it. I've bought cards from Dubai before. They'll list their cards on eBay and they'll ship it right over here, so it's a thing. All right, so here is the classic collection box. See it? And here are all the cards in the box. And now we're going to go ahead and shuffle, because I haven't done that in a while. Now I'll just grab you a random card. Here you go. Very nice. I'll place this here for now, in case somebody does another order. Oh, Magmar, take a look at that. That could be a deal breaker for a lot of people. Should I send my SSID to Tag to invest in that future? Your what? All right, let's grab. But I'm not going to move there. I'm just stay here. I was really impressed over time with how good America is with taxes. You are surprised that you're lucky to already live in a country that's very fair with taxes. But it's getting a little tougher over time, and we're heading toward that direction of being a high tax country like Canada, like Europe. Okay, so this goes into your box, Mr. Victor. Increasingly, people can't afford the cost of living, and so increasingly, people are expecting the government to pay that for them. And so that's done through further inflation or through taxation, one or the other. And eventually, you look like Europe. And then all the successful people pack their bags and move to the next America. They go, I'm not staying here. I'm not going to be raked over the coals. All right. Very nice. All right. I got zoned down and heard Magmar. Mr. Open one of those vintage booster packs you scored. No. If I open those, I'll open those in a separate video. Classic collection single pulse box at random. How much is a classic collection? I must be missing it in the menu. It's in the extended menu, isn't it? So in the extended menu, it's under random singles. Japanese classic collection, $8 per card. The big deal is that there's a Charizard in that box. So you might pull the Charizard for $8. It seems like you're pretty negative today. Why so much politics? Kind of negative. So, what you're hearing is actually how I typically think. So this is my typical thought process. And sometimes I joke more. Sometimes I think more aggressively out loud. And I have a sort of frustrated personality where that's what drives me to work so hard. I don't know what it is. It's just a personality type. I'm like a cat or something. Like some cats are kind of mean. And it just pushes me to work. I get, like 14 hours of work done a day. I have very tough expectations for myself and for everyone around me, and that's it. So when you talk, I have this obsession with concepts like the amount that you're taxed, which countries offer more freedom, and because I'm working very hard and I'm going, how much money am I losing to the government? How many people are trying to dip their hands in my pocket? It drives me nuts. And all I want is to be free. I want to be free of that. So I want to be able to work all day and be free of high taxes. It's a true obsession. So and you're hearing that come out of me like a stream of consciousness. And it's my real personality. I won the Mega Sublist. That means I have a chance. If you're hearing politics for the first time, you've not been in the stream much. Yes, this is a stream where we'll talk about economics, politics, finances, celebrity gossip, science, health. We talk a lot of health, actually. Relationships, career, all this. It's all on the table. We'll talk about anything you want. And that's part of the fun. I consider it fun. If you and I were friends in real life, we would be having the same exact conversations because this is how I talk to people. And so I love it when people get really deep into some of the subjects. Like if they love talking politics, you and I are going to get along. If you love talking like, making a bet on what happens financially in the future, where money should be planted, you and I are going to get along swell because we're going to love talking to each other. So this is what I really sound like in a genuine conversation. Well, I don't agree with you, so you're being negative. What? What are you talking about? Good routine will fix your life and your finances. The cards are just for the ambience. Yeah. The cards are the ambience of the stream, maybe a little bit. Well, and then part of that is just because I've been doing it so long, right? So I'm able to open all your cards and take care of your orders and still have these conversations at the same time because I've been doing it so long. So yeah, maybe the cards start to look kind of like they're on rails or something. Mr.'s Extra Zesty today, did you eat extra sardines? What did I eat today? I ate seaweed. I got some seaweed in my system, and I ate 3 boiled eggs, and that's it. I've had 3 boiled eggs and seaweed for today, and yep, just feeling good. I didn't even get much sleep, man. I slept till, I tried to go to sleep at 7, and I woke up at about, I think it was 1. So that's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1. That's 6 hours. But it was a very light sleep. It wasn't like a deep sleep. But I will go back to sleep after dinner. 3 eggs, extra salty. That's it. Mister's rich. That's right. 3 eggs, that's like $30, basically. In this economy? Yeah, I know, right? What do you guys think I should eat for dinner tonight? And don't miss tonight's stream. We have a giveaway, right? We have that booster box, so don't miss tonight's stream. But what do you guys think I should eat for dinner tonight? So you like the weed is from the sea. That's right, as long as it's from the sea, and it's toasted and salty. I want to get to the point in life where I'm complaining about large sums of taxes I got to pay off. You should. I encourage it. Well, and never forget this, because I came from a family, it was a giant family, and we had so little money, and when I left, I worked at Target, and I basically got minimum wage at Target. And I know exactly what people go through. You work and you work and you work. You get this tiny little paycheck. You can't pay rent. You can't afford food. You have to schedule your money so carefully. Your car breaks down. That's a problem. You want to open some cards? Too bad. So, and I know what it's like to live like that because I lived most of my life like that. I went from Target to Sears, to Target and Sears at the same time, to Sam's Club, which was an upgrade, then to Coca-Cola. That was a big upgrade. Then I went from Coca-Cola to university, 4-year university, and then I went from that into a database programming job, and then I went from that into YouTube. So it was this progressive climb up the ladder, but it was all a really severe amount of work the whole time. I really didn't enjoy any of my 20s, now my 30s, and just this constant amount of work. And so when you're at that very starting phase, when you're at the bottom, and no, you don't have rich parents, you don't have rich grandparents, you don't have any help, when you're at the bottom and it looks like you're trapped down there, you kind of look at people who are already much further along. They're typically older than you, but you look at people who are much further along, and you just get mad at them. You're like, you suck. The government should provide me with my health care, and, how can America be the only country with no health care? And we should raise the taxes on the wealthy and screw those guys, and I hate them. And if you ever reach the other side of the equation where you're doing all right, you're like, oh, wow, this is ridiculous, man. How much money does the government need? They need to take 40% of my money. Jesus. First you pay federal taxes, then you pay state taxes, then you pay... I actually pay a really crazy chunk of money just to have Mike's Side and Alexis work with me. The government takes like over $1,000 per month from me for that. That's the employee payroll tax. And then you got property tax. You got to pay for your freaking license plate. You got to pay for you own a home. You own 2 homes. You got to pay for that. It's so much money. Then you go with the amount of money you have left after all this work. You go buy something. They're like, oh, good, you bought something. You got to pay taxes on that. And maybe there's this sort of feeling where it's like, I've sacrificed so much to get here that I don't really feel super fond of giving up a lot of that money now. Like I didn't have anything in my 20s. I just didn't have any fun. Didn't have anything in my 30s. I'm turning 36 this year. I worked when I was young too. When I was 13 is when I started working. And so, there's never been this point in my life where I'm like really flying on this enjoyment of life. And so I don't feel super generous when it comes to the government. I don't, and then I see how they spend it. It's just terrible. You look at how they spend it, you just go, oh my God, dude. So you're taking all my money, you're doing what with it? You're just tossing it to all these other countries. What the hell? And so the overall feeling is a salty feeling. And this is how, you ended up with Elon Musk and Trump. It's because I'm not alone. There's a lot of Americans who feel like this feeling of we're ready for the crackdown on the spending, like no more spending. And if we're going to spend it on us. You know what I mean? So that, obviously there's a lot of people who feel that way. But I've been on the other side of that equation where it's like you're looking up at all the people in their fancy suits and their fancy cars and their nice jobs and their nice lives, and you just want to yell at them like, how can you have all this and not be more generous to the people around you? So I've explored both of those feelings. Mr., you're a big upgrade. Mr. got a nice upgrade. Mr. was a Coke distributor. I worked from when I was 16, 28, 50 hours a week, union construction, until I could afford a condo and my own piece of land. Nice, dude. And that's what it's all about, by the way. You got to get your own piece of land, guys. So there's Pokemon cards, but be sure to buy your own piece of land too, okay? I'm popping bubble wrap. Nice, dude. What is the protocol for paying with crypto? How do I request the cards I want? So, Mr. Sess, it's really straightforward. You just tell me what crypto you want to pay with, and then you send the money and you just tell me how much you sent, and I just kind of write it all down. That's it. You just communicate with me. You just communicate with me in the chat. So that's it for crypto. It's a bit strange compared to the other systems. Like if you used PayPal, you would send money over PayPal, and PayPal lets you leave a note. Crypto doesn't work that way. So we'll create a bag that says SES, and you'll send crypto using like the address and the description, and then you'll just tell me how much you sent and what you want to do with it right in the menu, or right in the live chat. If you still pay rent and invest in Pokemon, it ain't the play. He wants to pay with Haktua coin. Hell yeah, dude, Haktua coin. But one thing about it, you guys are here hanging out with me. I genuinely want all of you guys to succeed. I want you guys to all be eating filet mignon. And I still don't eat filet mignon. I don't eat that way. But, I want you guys all doing very well. And I want you collecting all the Pokemon cards and telling me how well you did in life. I've met a lot of people like that through this hobby. There's people who talk about, they started out really humble and they worked their ass off. And then one day they got like 12 homes that they rent, and they're doing super well, and they buy Pokemon cards now because they love it. So, I hear those stories all the time. And there's people at different stages in life. Maybe it never happened for them. Maybe they just work a regular job, and people are at all kinds of stages of life, and if you really want to grow, you can grow. I really believe that, especially because you're here in America. If you want to grow, you can grow. There's so much opportunity here. All the big corporations are here. Low taxes are here. So many places need more businesses. I'm in Lake of the Ozarks. We don't have a roller skating ring. You can open up a golf course anywhere out here. We don't have a movie theater on our side of the lake. You got to drive 40 minutes to the movie theaters. We got barely any restaurants. It's a place that people they're moving to, but there's nothing to do out here. So it's ripe with opportunity to open businesses. There's no card shop where I live currently. And so there's opportunities like this. If it's out here in Lake of the Ozarks, I'm sure it's all over the place. Just go find an underdeveloped part of America and go open up some kind of shop, just right in the most developing area that is underdeveloped. And yeah, just do whatever you got to do, but you got to grind, you got to hustle, you got to really want it. And you got to sacrifice your youth, basically. And then one day you'll be wealthy and crabby. You'll be really crabby. All right, let's see what you guys are saying. Grow weed, time equals money. All right, I'm hopping off, guys. I had a nice daytime stream with you guys. I'm hopping off. I'm going to go have a dinner. I don't know what I'm going to eat, but I'll see you for the late night stream. See you later, everybody.